My job was done for the time being. The decision to go operational or shelve the plan would be made without me. But intelligence reports kept coming in. Maybe Rachel did finally believe that this wasn't just about me.
Hello? Miss Coco. Fine. And you? When?
I have an uncle.
A junior German officer called Dieser had been captured. Maybe he could give us the last piece of the jigsaw. How to get our agents in. He said he was totally anti-Nazi and had a like-minded uncle called
Heidenthaler, who's so anti-Nazi, always has been. He's got many friends in the neighborhood.
The Berghof.
Salzburg. Only 20 kilometers away. Mostly shopkeepers. They are all like him. Vehemently anti-Nazi. He also owns a shooting estate 16 kilometers northeast of Salzburg, where he often goes with friends at weekends. But never his wife. She's a Nazi. He can be approached there.
Would he be willing to shelter friends of ours?
Definitely.
And receive parachutists onto his land?
Why not? He knows everyone around. And the estate is huge.
There was a shift in my luck. Thornley was gone and a new man had been put in charge. Templar, a respected soldier and a supporter of assassination.
And I acknowledge there is a great divergence of views both in the desirability and the feasibility of Foxley. There is a general feeling that it is unsound, but there is also, among certain members of SOE Council, several strong advocates. And amongst the highest in the land.
Several strong advocates, amongst the highest in the land.
Thanks for these, I owe you one.
Oh, don't mention it. I was just...
Have you read Templar's report?
I did.
Does that mean Churchill's given us a go-ahead?
Maybe.
Blimey.
Indeed.
So this could really happen.
I just heard Major Prentice's view on all this, and bear in mind he really does have Templar's ear. He said the reports in both the British and the German press and on the wireless indicate that what is currently happening in the war will dispose of Hitler. But as a result, he is suggesting that urgent attention should be given to Foxley.
Bloody hell, it's going to happen.
We'll see.
What I'm going to do is go around the table asking you if you think the plan would have worked. Would you approve it? And if not, why not? John?
The key things for myself would be to make it a success, you would need some sort of trigger mechanism to inform whoever was taking the task forward that Adolf Hitler was at the residence. Given a priority one as an operation, if you had the full backing of SIS, SOE, the RAF and all the other bits and pieces, could it be successful? I think it's got a very good chance of being successful.
I think that there is a problem with the trigger, with knowing that Hitler's going to be there, and there's also a problem with the intelligence file. But yes, I think it's perfectly feasible if extra work is done on the plan.
David?
If it were decided to go ahead with it, then the assets that are needed to fill in some of the gaps we've noted, I think, would be provided. I think it's got a good chance of succeeding, and I'd go with it.
I've still got big problems with it. That said, with a team like this, when you get in your time machine and you take it back, it's a different matter.
Right. Feasible? Very probably not. Where would it fail? Probably at some point during the approach phase. Would I still approve it? Probably yes. I mean, this is essentially a war where thousands are being butchered every day. So why not chance it in an operation where the potential dividends to be reaped are absolutely huge? So yes, and chances of success next to zero, but yes, I would still authorize it.
I think when I first looked at this plan, I thought it had about sort of 1,000,000 to 1 chance of working. And as we teased out the problems and came up with solutions, and with the caveat that we've got the support of the Prime Minister behind this, so that everyone's singing from the same hymn sheet, that we've got the support of the RAF, we've got the support of SIS, and so on, I think that the chances have become something like 10 to 1, that it's probably going to fail, but that it's worth taking a risk.
Like Duncan, when I first looked at the plan, I thought, this is crazy, this ain't going to work. But because I think we've teased out some of the bits that weren't there, or papered over some of the cracks that are there, I think we've made it more feasible. And I personally would go ahead, though I recognise that the risk is absolutely enormous. So I would go for it.
They would parachute to the safe house supplied by POW Deeza's uncle. They would enlist the local shopkeeper who would smuggle them as far as the civilian guards, the Berkov's outermost circle of protection.
Ja, grüß dich, vergessen.
They would proceed disguised as mounted troops, with a cover story about being posted to a unit in the area, wary of SS patrols.
Unteroffizier Bayer zur 1. Gebirgsdivision bei Berchtesgaden abkommandiert.
Unteroffizier Frank ebenso.
Hier steht, Sie waren in Norwegen, Unteroffizier Frank.
Jawohl.
Sie sind zu den Gebirgsjägern abkommandiert. Wir nehmen Sie mit.
Nein, vielen Dank, es geht schon.
Ich bestehe darauf.
Wir haben keine Papiere für das Führergebiet. Wir müssen bei der 1. Gebirgsdivision antreten, bevor wir in die Berge ziehen. Wir sind schon fast da, also vielen Dank.
In Ordnung.
Heil Hitler.